Picks does not guarantee the numbers shown on this channel will result in lottery wins. Individuals who play the numbers shown on this channel understand that there are no guaranteed results and do so at their own risk. Hi, lottery queens and kings. How are you? I hope all is well. Welcome to Chloe Picks. I'm back with another video. If it's your first time here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If not, welcome back. I'm excited to share with you the state lottery rundowns that I have been promising you guys. Here are a few states that I've worked on so far, so in the next couple of days there will be more videos for you guys. Here are some new shout outs. Pennsylvania. Hey, Pennsylvania. Next state is Maryland. Shout out to Maryland. So I am going to start with Michigan, and we're going to do the simple rundowns for a few states. Now, if you don't see your state in this video, I am working on it and it will come out tomorrow and the next few days. So please be patient. But let's begin with Michigan. Simple rundown, midday. So what I did, looking over to the left, November 1st, we're going to look at this month and generate some numbers. So I took the winning number for November 1st, midday, 063. And I did a simple rundown. And simple just means you're not adding the number to anything. You're just counting down in numerical order per number. So for 063, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. When you get to the 0 again, you know you are done. And you do the same thing for 6 and 3. Now I have generated a list of Pick 3 6-way numbers for the month of November. However, if you like doubles, then you will have to do a double rundown because this Pick 3 6-way is only going to generate Pick 3 6-way numbers. But if you like to play doubles, the next thing you would do is look at November and see what the next double was that fell. 311 fell November 2nd, so we're going to do a rundown on that number. And we generate the numbers as you can see on the screen to your right. Remember, this rundown is a strategy and a tool for you to use to help you decide on what numbers to play. So please do not play all of these numbers expecting them to hit. There's other things that you need to consider and look at, and I'm going to go over those things. The first thing is when you look at the list of numbers, let's start with the 6-way number 063. You see all those numbers. I would look to see which one of those numbers have not hit in 2024. That's the first thing I would do. I don't like to play repeat numbers. Some people do, and that's okay. That's just me. So what I do is I look at that list and I went back and researched 285 and 730, highlighted in pink, have not hit this year. That signals to me that that would be probably a good number to get on, at least for the rest of the year. But as I said before, there's no guarantee that that number is going to hit this month or December. But it is a tool to decide whether or not I want to play those two numbers or not. I did the same thing for the Pick 3 double. And as you can see, I have 088 and 199 highlighted. Those two numbers have not hit at all for 2024. So that's why they are highlighted. And I can consider those numbers off the list for something that I would play if I was playing the midday. As you guys know, I play the evening, but just saying. Now, the next thing you need to look at, stay with me, guys, is look at the list of numbers generated and see if any of those numbers are numbers that you are already playing. That way, if that number is on this list of generated numbers, there may be a possibility that the number will fall for November. Not a guarantee, but it doesn't hurt to see that number. Actually, it feels good to see that a number is falling in the rundown that you are already playing. So guys, do you see that 396 that is circled in green? And then I have November 8th. That number hit in the midday on November 8th. Not the same way or order, but it did hit. So if a person did do this rundown and liked that number and played it, they would have hit that number for this month. I also want to point out on the Pick 3 double list, none of those numbers have hit so far, but it's just the beginning of the month, so there is time that something will hit. Sometimes you'll have 0 numbers that hit, 1 number, 2 numbers. It just depends on the month, but there's no guarantee as to how many or if any of the numbers are hit from the list. Now, what you also need to do is to use this tool with other tools. In other words, just don't use it by itself. Compare this list of numbers with your tic tac toes, your lottery books, other list of numbers that you have, and see if certain numbers are showing up more than once. So remember, this is for the midday drawing, but if you play another drawing like the evening, then you'll have to do this strategy for that drawing. Now, I do have more states to show you, and we're going to look at our sister state, Michigan's sister state, Ohio. And again, I looked at the midday. November 1st was 382, the Pick 3 6-way, and I did that simple rundown and generated a list of numbers. So I'm not going to go through that again. Watch part 1 with Michigan to see how that is done. Then 399. Where did I get that double? When I looked at November, I noticed no doubles have hit in November midday yet. So what number do I use to generate numbers? I have to go backwards in this case. October 30th was the last double that hit, so I used that number, 399, and generated the numbers. So remember when I said to take the list of numbers and look to see which ones have not hit for 2024? Well, I did not do that for Ohio because it will take a very long time to do it for each state. So if that's what you want to do, then don't forget to do that step. Highlight so that you don't forget which ones haven't hit for the year. And next, I want to point out 948. That hit on November 7th already. So a number has hit from the rundown. For the doubles, nothing has hit from the list, but a double is due for Ohio. So if you have a favorite double or you have something in mind, see if this list has your double on it. Moving on to the next state, New York. And again, we're looking at the midday, and we will use 694, the November 1st hit for the midday, and do the rundown for that. I won't go over it because I've already showed you that. However, we do have a list, and then we have 151, which November 6th was the first double that hit in New York in the midday. So we use that number for the rundown. Again, if you want to do this step, you can. Check all the numbers in the rundown and see if any of those numbers have not hit for 2024. Highlight those numbers so that you can know which numbers you may want to consider playing first. You don't have to do this step. I do it because I don't like to play repeat numbers. But if you don't mind playing repeat numbers, then you can skip this step altogether. So far this month, in November, none of these numbers have hit from the list, but it is still early, like I said, and a number or two may hit from the list this month. So next state we're going to move on to is Illinois. Again, we're doing the midday with a simple rundown. On November 1st, 281 hit, and we did a rundown for that number. November 8th, 772 hit. That's in case you like to play doubles. We did a rundown for some double numbers. Again, when you look at all these numbers, Illinois, none of the numbers have hit from the rundowns yet. Will they hit It's a possibility. If you do not play the midday and you play the evening draw, then you should do the simple rundown for the evening draw numbers. Do not use the list of numbers from the midday for the evening draw. So, guys, I do have more states to do, and I will be rolling out those videos in the next couple of days. So, again, be patient with me because it does take a lot of time. Guys, I hope this information will be helpful to you. If so, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. As always, good luck, and thank you for watching.